It's your girl Angie Rose, and you're in the field with the Trackstarz.
It's time for the Entertainment Report with Jeremiah.
Hey everybody, it's Entertainment Report time. Let's get it going, man. All right, man. Big news for Trackstarz. We are on the cover of Rise Magazine. Man, if you don't know about Rise Magazine, it's one of the premier magazines for the Christian hip hop, gospel rap, Christian rap, anything about Jesus. You want to be a part of this magazine, and we are on the cover. They did a cover story with us. Shout out to Rise Magazine, MC Nice, and everybody that works at Rise. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for having us on the cover. We get to talk about our start, how we got started, being pioneers, I don't know, man. It was a great interview. Go check it out, Rise Magazine. Matter of fact, subscribe to Rise Magazine. They're trying to make it the best magazine for Christian hip hop and urban gospel. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. All right. Another story. Facebook is testing prayer posts. Facebook wants its users to post for a prayer. They're really looking into this. However, Facebook is encouraging faith-oriented users to share their prayer requests on social media platforms. The company is currently testing a new feature where users can ask for, respond to prayer requests. Prayer posts allows users to post their own prayers or click a prayer button that lets others know they are praying over their request. They said our mission is to give people the power to build community, extends to the world's largest community, the faith community, says Nona Jones, head of global faith partnership for Facebook. And they said that in Religion News. What y'all think about that? Facebook testing out prayer posts.
I need to see it. I don't get it, so I need to see it.
What you about to say, Ryan?
No, I think it's dope.
Dope. All right, man. One of the big award shows in our space, Kingdom Choice Awards, is back. Kingdom Time Entertainment is excited to present Kingdom Choice Awards 2021 Global Live. The Kingdom Choice Award organizers were expecting to have to cancel the event for a second year due to the ongoing COVID-19 venue restrictions. However, organizers decided to move forward with it by making it a global stream event. What seemed like a setback was a setup for a comeback. Marcus Holland said about that. It's going to now be at Richie Righteous. Shout out to Richie Righteous. OG is now a pastor, and they're going to have it at his church, Church City, USA. And it's going to be limited. VIP tickets will go on sale in July. And they're going to add some new categories as well. Gospel, reggae / dancehall, gospel, Afrobeat, and UK rap. You know what I mean? So they're going to be doing it big. The Kingdom Choice Awards was fun, man. When we went up there, we had a great time. Of course, we didn't walk away with the trophy or anything, but we were nominated, and it was a blessing, man. Honestly, and it was dope. It was a dope award show. I really enjoyed myself, and I enjoy our time in New York City. So, if when they announce this stuff, please support them as well. And I think that's it. Carpet section this week. Aha Gazelle, Pardon Me, YP, aka Young Paul, Slum Dogs, Jermaine Martell, Ambition 2, Indie Tribe, Holy Smoke single, V Rose, Better Things to Do single, Rockstar JT, Hear Ye single, Big Breeze, Static single, Bats, Food for Thought single, New Christian Order NCO single, and Dashawn Shauntia Rotten single. Ryan, you got anything, brother?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, and that's it for the Entertainment Report.
So a little behind the scenes, my laptop just died on me. So that's why the stream dropped. Second problem, if somebody can help me out. I'm having an issue, like for instance, when Famo was on, it was like at one point there was like 6 of them, and then some of them kept dropping off, and so when I'm dealing with this in OBS, this is easy on like StreamYard or whatever else, but the way I have it set up, when somebody's bouncing and moving all around, so if somebody can help me with that. I've been playing with this software called OBS Ninja. I think Ryan and I were trying to test it this week. Couple problems with it. I love the guy who made it. He's really, really dope, and he did a great job, but it's a little sketchy. So drop a comment. Let me know if you have any ideas on how I could fix that. But in the meantime, let's get back into it. We are probably going to go long today, but it's all good. We going to hang out with y'all. All right, you in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Shauntia, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Whoa. Remember they said you'll be just like your daddy. Remember they said you'll be just like your mama. Remember they said that day that you'll be nothing. Yeah. Tell them do not forget it. This for the ones committing offenses. This for the victim, it's for the addicted. This for the dealers, this for the ones that thought they sins ain't fit forgiveness. This for the ones that's not mentioned. This for the poor, this for the riches. This for the ones that want to die, but we need you to keep on living. Don't believe the lies. Remember we ain't have a pot to pee. Out of options, chop the key. Sent them on a chopping spree. Streets as dark as Halloween. Hellbound, gotta be. But he chose to die for me.
You took your life and broke it to pieces. You still worthy. Even with shackles on your feet, you still worthy. You took losses, you was defeated. You still worthy. You was a liar, you was a cheat. You still worthy. Get back up, you. Don't stay down, you. Don't you drown, you. Wear your crown, you. Worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb.
You just see my weakness, he see gold. All that dirty, washed it white as snow. You see me as broke, he see me as whole. We got up and rose, all of you exposed. Got a new chance, trying to be decent, trying to do right. Desires increasing, battles inside, I'm fighting with reason. Walking through life and searching for meaning. Nothing I did to them was pleasing. Got some revenge, it never was even. Rush to the top, I barely was breathing. How could I do it? I'm so upset. Last time I know what I said. All this shine could go to my head. I should do time for all that I did. I was blind, but seeing the end. Dark path, I need to be lit. Walked away and fell in the pit. Ain't no way that I could be fixed.
You took your life and broke it to pieces. You still worthy. Even with shackles on your feet, you still worthy. You took losses, you was defeated. You still worthy. You was a liar, you was a cheat. You still worthy. Get back up, you. Don't stay down, you. Don't you drown, you. Wear your crown, you. Worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb.
What's good, people? It's your boy DJ Haddon. I want to give a shout out to Trackstarz Live. Keep it locked, y'all. It's going down right here, right now. You heard it from your boy D Haddon.
All right, back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Shauntia, DJ Jeremiah. All right, so I keep stepping on Ryan. My bad, bro. No. Let's do it again, man. I feel bad. It's like the third time. All right, let's try again. You ready? You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Shauntia, DJ Jeremiah. What's good?
All right, for all things Trackstarz, make sure you go to trackstarswithaz.com. Follow us on Instagram, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out Rise Magazine. We're on the front cover, all right?
And whenever I have all these technical things going on, it's hard to balance all this stuff. I got 3 windows up, lights all over the place. It's crazy. But
yeah.
Today, the topic of today is J. Cole just put out an album that's got a lot of people talking. People have been waiting on artists that like rappity rap for a while now, and so he's one of the first back, you know. So what's interesting is he put out like a little documentary before the album dropped. So you can react to what you felt about the album itself, but I want to react to what he said right here. Let's try this.
When you write for a while, you wait around for the inspiration. That's the thing that I had to cut out, because you can wait forever and nothing will ever come. And then when you come back, one of the main things I noticed in the process is like the trust you have in the things that you say or the things that want to be said, like the ideas that come to your mind that want to come out and they want to be written down. You second guess them because you haven't been in the momentum of trusting and seeing results. So that first line that comes, you're like, oh, no, that's trash. No, I said something like that before. No, that's corny. Instead of just being like, yo, it's a first line. Write this shit down and trust that it'll lead you to the second line and to the third. You know what I mean? So, like, I had this.
So he admitted on this that he was having trouble finding his motivation again because he's rich now, right? So you're rich, you don't really have that same hunger you had when you were, you know, in a college dorm, trying to make it, right? So I wanted to ask y'all, like, do you guys relate to this at all, as far as a rapper, as a business person, as a speaker, do you feel like as time goes on you kind of lost some of the motivation, and how do you get it back? And do you think he was successful on his return? I'm gonna start with Jeremiah because he's a writer in a lot of ways. So, what do you?
That's
think?
not the rotation. You know how this goes.
No, but Ryan already feels left out of this one. I'm trying to include him. But like as a writer, like when it's been a long layoff, how do you get that back? Like how do you get back to trusting? I think the part that stood out to me is when he said he had to learn how to trust himself again.
Well, I think at the same time is, I think you as a person got to keep going. So I think sometimes it could have been different for him if he just said, you know what, I put out my last project. It was dope. People liked it. I put out some EPs. I put out some singles here and there. I put out my group. I put out my labels album, like a group album for my label. Let me go just play basketball overseas like I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think he knows in his heart as an artist is like, I have to do more. And I'm being so critiqued of, like he's saying, like, it's just the first line, just to get you started. Even if you said it before, it's still the first line to get you started and get you back in this race. I think for me, I would say this. Sometimes, I think recently, like I say stuff to myself rapping wise, but I think certain times it's just like, you look at that giant and you be like, okay, you think about other stuff versus the creative process of it, if you get what I'm saying. So you're thinking more like, I put money in this. Do I want to invest money again in this? It's a lot going down. If I don't get no return in this, was this a waste of my time? So you're thinking about that more than just being creative and writing down what God's putting on your heart. You know what I mean? So I think that's the different boats that people are in. I think for him, he was looking at it as, if I do what I'm been doing, I will never get nothing out, because if I'm constantly critiquing, like myself, I'm never going to write anything. But if I just let it flow and then work on what I let it flow, then I'm good to go. So I think that's the difference.
Yeah, Ryan, what's your perspective on this? Like, you weren't like a huge J. Cole fan in the first place, but you did listen to the album. Do you think it felt like somebody who got back to their prime?
Yeah, he mentions that a lot. There were a lot of the songs that I did like, but one of the things I heard from him that I haven't heard from artists in a long time in that space is the authenticity of just kind of saying what you want to say, and not necessarily selling to an audience, but just talking about making music. I mean, he was real truthful on this project. He admitted to a lot of different things. I did hear him talk about the money a lot, just saying like, I'm rich now, so, what does it matter? But I think everybody gets to that point. I mean, you ask us, we're 15 years into doing Trackstarz. Do we still get up in the morning and feel the same way about, what we do and how we put into this? I think it's grown stronger because of the pandemic. But, there were times where I felt lost, felt like, we've been, this had been, kind of taken for granted a lot of times. But then I think about people who always talk to us and give us, their compliments about us being in this space and for how long we've been in this space and how we've been consistent for 15 years. Those things I don't take for granted because I know that's all God. So when it comes to things like this and artists and authenticity, I think it does speak to a lot about the artist himself. Like, honestly, I kind of was like, I like J. Cole as an artist after listening to this project. The only reason I don't really know J. Cole all that well prior is because I'm just not into the mainstream music scene like that. Like, the old school stuff, yeah, but not the new stuff. So I was kind of impressed by this project. I really was. I was like, well,
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
There's a lot of Christian content in that thing.
Yeah. I want to bring it up because so many of the artists in this space talk about him. They talk about him as kind of like a a mile marker for lyricism, right? To put him in the top 4 usually of rappers out now. And I'm always interested to see how the lyrical rappers are doing still. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting that music seems to have moved on past lyricism in hip hop, but the top 4 or 5 rappers are still lyricists. So it's weird that it's like the top 4 and then almost everybody underneath them has gone somewhere else. How long can they stay at that top 4? You know what I mean?
Who's the 4?
I think most people say Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, and Big Sean slides up in there every now and then. But those guys are considered like the top 3 or 4.
Yeah.
When the music scene has gone somewhere totally else, like Lil Baby and Da Baby and Megan Thee Stallion and all these, they're totally different style rappers than these guys. Are they gonna stay there? Is J. Cole? I haven't seen numbers yet. Is J. Cole gonna do well with this project, or do people still see him as the top of the top?
Yeah, I think there's an appreciation for it, right, Jeremiah?
Well, I think he's still there. I think Drake, him, and Kendrick. I mean, people still waiting on that project. Like, I mean, like you see the comments. Yo, we still waiting on that Drake album, or you still waiting on that Kendrick album, or you know what I'm saying? Since J. Cole dropped, so. I think those are the big 3 of that era, of that 2010s era of hip hop. To me, is them 3 guys, because I feel like people love them so much. It's so interesting. We was talking about rap earlier when, like I was with Rick, and I told Rick, I was like, it feels like the guys from this newer generation, it feels like the guys are more vibing and mumbling type vibe. And then the girls are rapping like you may not like Megan Thee Stallion, but I can understand what she's saying. Like, I understand what Cardi B's saying. I understand it's nasty, but I understand what they're saying. Versus a lot of guys that still you vibe to the record, but you like, what is he saying? I don't get what you know what I mean? And I think that's just interesting that dynamic is happening, where it's like, if you're a lyrical guy, then you're like looked upon like you gotta get with the vibes. But I feel like even with J. Cole on this album, him having Lil Baby on that one record, Pride is the Devil, which I think
Lil Baby killed it too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did. And everybody started talking about Lil Baby more and more, like, yo, Lil Baby is the one and Lil Baby is the next up. But I it's just weird to me, just how it could go in and out depending on the artist.
But you know what's interesting about Lil Baby, because 21 Savage was in the studio with him too, and he's on one song. It seems like J. Cole, because he doesn't shun those guys too much, they kind of are challenged by J. Cole to get better. Like, you can hear when they talk to him, like, they respect his ability, and they know that they're not there.
Yeah.
And they almost feel like they need to be the ones to get their generation there.
Yeah.
He has that kind of influence on him.
Yeah. I feel like Kendrick is so, I don't say distance from them, but I don't know if Kendrick is like, I'm still making music or whatever. I feel like Drake is like, I'm gonna share your talent to the world, right? I'm gonna get you on a record, Dirk, Lil Baby. I'm gonna put y'all on these records, and I'm gonna let the world get to know about y'all even more. And like you said, I think with Cole is more like, how you doing? What's going on in your life?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? How you feeling? Like, he don't care about you rapping. He care about you being a better person.
He's a mentor.
Yeah. So, and I think that's what I feel like with 21 Savage. I feel like that's his, like you said, big brother. So he's talking to him about stuff, and the rap is secondary. I feel like with Cole, in my opinion, with these artists, you know what I mean? I think he cares. Like when he did that KOD album, I felt like the reason why he put Young Thug on there was like, look, these kids are dying. These kids are dying from this styrofoam cup, and they're dying from pills. So I'm gonna get Young Thug to get them there, but I gotta tell him something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like he'll check their music out and listen to what they got to say, but I think he worries about them as people, that they don't die to their own self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why that documentary just hit me different. I don't talk about rapping that much on the show. Like, some people probably watch the show and don't even know I rap, because it's not important to me. I have different pockets that I'm working on, and you know, it's sad sometimes to see that people don't know what I've done in that area, because I feel like God blessed me to do it. But it doesn't bother me when people don't mention me and all that kind of stuff, because I know that God called me to that, and he also called me to start working on some other things. But when he was talking about it, I relate to that so much. I haven't written anything for myself as far as a song since my dad got sick, right? Something about that just shut my writing down. So he's talking about writer's block. I just couldn't get myself to come up with a song since, and this is 2017. But recently, like Jason Bordeaux and Damo on our team has asked me for features, and people have been saying, hey, when you doing another song and this and that. And I can relate to him saying, you keep waiting on inspiration, but sometimes you just got to do it. That's the hardest thing. Thinking about writing is harder than actually just writing it down. Yeah. And that's that hurdle you have to get over. And I just wonder how many other artists relate to taking a break from writing and then having to pick it back up. It is like working out. I think somebody in the comments said it's like going back to the gym. It's like riding a bike again. It's like it's familiar, but those first couple steps are shaky because you're like, man, I know I used to be able to do this and it was effortless, but now it feels like everything I'm coming up with is whack. Yeah. It feels like everything I'm thinking is whack, but then you have to tell yourself, nah, trust yourself. Like what you're coming up with, you could change it. Just write it down. And I think that's his point. Just get it on the paper. Don't obsess about trying to be the best one out right back out the gate. Just get it down and start working that muscle again, and it'll become second nature. And for me, I felt like he hit his stride. I'm trying to find the name of the song where I felt like he was back to the Cole that I remember. It was near the end of the album. What was that one called? Do you have the list in front of you? It was the Climb Back. The Climb Back.
They released that like a last year too. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Climb Back is the one where I felt like, oh, this is that same lyrical, perfect flow pattern. Rhyme is in the right place. That one felt like that's that J. Cole that peak performance J. Cole. Mm-hmm. So I think he got back to it. But I know that journey is difficult to trust that you can get back to it.
Yeah. Do you think it's important for him to put like scripture in his music?
Are you saying that Christianity is somehow important to him?
Yeah, because as listening to it, like I made a joke. I said, how many pastors are going to use "Pride is the Devil" this weekend as a message?
Is a CHH song.
But when I hear it, it's dope, and the beat is fire. But it's certain songs I'm hearing. I'm like, in my back of my mind, I'm asking myself like, is this guy a believer? But and parts of me, I'm like, he may not be. He just may be like, you know what I mean? Because you don't know people's private lives. People don't show you everything. But in my mind, I always say that because it's some other stuff on here where I was just like, he don't have to mention the Lord. You don't have to mention Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's just cool because it's more of the spiritual time. Yeah. But it's just, I'm like, in my mind, I think that because I'm like, he's too many songs when I'm hearing, I'm like.
But he also had the line where he said that, you know, he tried out Islam, but he couldn't, commit to it. Yeah. So I don't know if it's serious to him. He obviously knows stuff, but that's a personal thing. If it's serious, like, where are you with it? It appears he's definitely thinking about it. Yeah, he's obviously thinking about it. I don't know where he is, but he's thinking about it.
Oh, somebody in the comments said, somebody VC in the comments said, is J. Cole Rastafari?
Because of the locks?
Yeah.
I haven't heard him say anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I enjoyed the project. As I listened to it, I was like, wow, this is different. This is gonna make people rap again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we may put, not saying forever, but I think it may be a time where now if he comes out with this, and let's say Kendrick comes out with something, because I think people look at them as the guards and see like where we going. You know what I'm saying? And I think Drake. I think Drake is a chameleon, and he can morph into whatever happening. but I think them two are the people that people like. They rap. So are we rapping now?
Did you get the itch?
I've been freestyling lately.
Okay.
A little bars here and there.
All right.
But it's just, you know, man, I don't know, man. Rapping is like for me, rapping is like I'm not as enthused like I used to be, and honestly, I think it came to a real conclusion for me that it was an idol for me. Like I have to be on stage, and I came to a conclusion like I enjoy doing other stuff as well that's creative. I like rapping. I have ideas. I have album ideas. I have song ideas. I always get those, but I'm just like, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if my time has passed. Maybe it's just like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that old guy trying to look young. That's just like whack.
No.
Like,
yeah, I understand. That guy every Saturday, Jeremiah.
We do a podcast. A podcast is not ageism. Ageism in hip hop. That's a real thing, brother.
You didn't get the itch when FMG came through? Like you gotta pick your mantle back up?
No, because at the same time, like
I got the itch for y'all.
You was smoking to this album?
No, I just laughed at what you just said. I just think it's one of those things where it's just like to sit down and write over a beat again. If I do it, I could do it, you know what I mean, or freestyle to something or whatever. But I just want to make sure if whatever I decide to do from a DJ album or a rap album, I really do it, you know what I mean. But it goes and flows for me, you know what I mean. Like sometimes it's just like if I'm feeling like I'm listening to instrumentals, and I'm like okay, yeah. But then sometimes I'm like, you know what I mean. So
I think for me, I just want it to be fun. There's parts of rapping I had to ask myself, do I want to be a rapper? Like I'm looking at Lecrae, I'm like, do I want to do what Lecrae does? No. Yeah. I don't want to have to travel and do all this perform. I hate performing.
I hate living in a hotel.
I honestly hate performing. I know people. I performed recently.
Yeah.
It's easier when I'm with people. Like when I'm with y'all, FMG is fun. But when the spotlight is on me, I don't care about being popular. I don't care. You know.
I think it's more funner being on stage with people you trust friends, and you got love for. Yeah.
That's fun.
I enjoy like FMG stuff.
It's up to your boy Miles. Talk to Miles.
I'm firing Miles. It's a wrap.
There hasn't been one freedom session since Miles took over.
Don't put him on the bus like that, man. I mean, truth is truth, but don't put him on the bus.
Jeez, man, I don't even think my first kid was born when we did our last freedom session.
But for me, it's just if people want me to feature on stuff, if I want to do it for fun, even an album but there's no expectation of me trying to be some star. I don't want to. I don't want to be not that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather do something that's more behind the scenes that helps other people. That's been kind of my bent recently. But this made me think. This made me think about rapping. It made me think about it because I still have stuff to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I'm challenging y'all.
I think it's just it's an incredible thing to be inspired to rap. Like I think it's very incredible, especially what I would say what J. Cole did, because in this climate he could have went the he done it before, but he was just like more intentional on rapping, and the world is like, yo, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's just different now that we're in a climate when you listen to the radio, or I mean, I hear the radio on work, and it's just people playing the radio, and it's just like I said, the guys are vibing and the girls are rapping. Like you understand what the girls are saying, but you don't really understand what the guys are saying. So it's just interesting that he comes out and say, "Okay, I got y'all attention for a couple weeks. This is what we're doing." You know.
All right. Well, you know what's coming next. Let us know what you think about the Cole album. If you are a person that doesn't listen to mainstream, don't let us know and don't listen to it. That's not what we're about. So, but we know you already did, so that's why we're talking about it.
Y'all know my favorite song was 95 South.
Oh my God. Hey, real quick on 95 South.
Lil Jon.
I still think Jay's version is better.
Oh,
Jay's
turn
version
my
is
music
better.
high.
It's better.
You don't know.
Anyway, all right, you in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Shauntia, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
You're in the field with the track stars, running with the track stars. Tracking with the track stars. In the Trackstarz Universe. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stay on track with us.
Y'all know what time it is. Ryan Righteous, DJ Jeremiah, Shauntia. Time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's the field, boys. You in the field, boy. It's the field, boys. You in the field, boy. You tuned in and locked. Trackstarz. We beating on your block. Trackstarz, yeah. I'm repping the most high king like mama, I made it. Trackstarz bringing the real, you love it or hate it. Line for line with the kingdom, the second to fade it.
What's happening? This your man Brinson, God Chasers Entertainment. Buckle your seat belts for line. Vote Christian though. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Shauntia, DJ Jeremiah. Was good.
All right, make sure you go to trackstarswithaz.com right now. Check out the single maximizer. It does exactly what it says in its title. It allows you to send your song out to over 2,000 outlets now. So go check out the single maximizer. It's a tool where you type it in one time, send it off, and it goes out to all the outlets the way that they have requested it. So go check out the single maximizer. Don't miss out on that opportunity. Save yourself some time. Spend a little money. All right?
All right, man, it's line for line time. You know what I'm saying? And we got Cole World in the building. J. Cole, we're going to use his project to go against Nobigdyl again. Nobigdyl, part 2. So we got some records, of course, off of the lowercase tape. And then we got some new singles and some stuff on Indie Trial from Nobigdyl. So let's get this going, man. The views and opinions of the Trackstarz Universe, not the views and opinions of the artists, the label, producer, and others. If you feel offended by this, please stop now. Please press stop now. If you're a person who don't listen to Christian artists, ain't your cup of tea, man. We have noteworthy topic interviews you can go check out. We're not copying any other battle formats. We've been doing this since the 2000. Nobigdyl is not the Christian version of anybody. It's just a bit. All right, here we go, man. We're going to start off with Uno 1. We're going to start off with J. Cole, 95 South. Here we go.
Back when CDs was around, what you sold, I triple that. I can't believe these clowns. Look how everybody clapping when your 30 song album do a measly 100,000. If I'm betting on myself, then I completely double down. If you hated on a please don't greet me with a pound. I be staying out the way, but if the beef do come around, could put an M right on your head. You Luigi brother now. Trace my steps all in this game. You can see we cover ground. Back and forth from NC to New York when Jeezy had the crown.
All right, that was 95 South by J. Cole. This is Nobigdyl. Parabolic. Here we go.
I just float atop the wave like an otter. Write a verse in my garage and it get played in Jakarta. I was listening to Illmatic on vinyl and I thought, where did rhymes go? People want the vibes, but I gotta give them life though. Rappers don't revise, cut the fat like some lipo. Shout to Post Malone, kill the beat like a psycho. Indie tribe mitochondria, I'm in a cell. Intel like Melania, I'm doing well. Put my pennies in a safe, not a wishing well. I can never mess with Snake like I'm Splinter Cell. Dick Carvello told him send a pack at once.
All right, that was Parabolic by Nobigdyl. This is that was J. Cole, 95 South. What y'all going with?
Did that beat remind y'all of Tupac a little bit?
Which one?
I can't think right now. Oh man, it's gonna kill
me.
No
Big Deal?
Yeah, the Nobigdyl.
Oh, that doom 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 doom.
Yeah.
Ambitions as a rider.
There you go. That's hard, man. That's hard. I know it's too early to use a toss, but I'm gonna go J. Cole on that.
95 South. That's why. Shauntia.
Yeah, you put Lil Jon in there. I just gotta go for it.
I'm gonna go Parabolic.
Parabolic. Deal. Okay. I am also going with Parabolic. Cam in the beginning of the record, I was just kind of understanding what that was, but okay. No big deal online. Okay. All right, man. With that being said, No Big Deal won that round 3-1. The score is 1-0 right now. We're going to round 2, which is going to start off with No Big Deal. Boss. Here we go.
Baby girl, she grabbed my hand and tell me that I'm dapper. Yeah, I told her to slay just like Dasher. Told my homies we can't fake the funk like an actor. Man, your label like an episode of Punk'd. Where's Ashley? Look at the fist. Where did it shine? It look like it's lit, like it's on fire. Look at the drip, feel like Poseidon. Odysseus, dodging the sirens. That was a myth. Made to enlighten. You took a fifth. I drink Messiah. I don't talk. I made alliance. Closing my lips. Audible silence. Lelo made the beat. Then he hit my burner. Yeah, I told him repent.
All right, that was No Big Deal. Boss. This is J. Cole, My Life.
Top of the morning, I know that you thought I was dormant. Woke up early from shots that was swarming. A block from the ops, now the cops in the orbit. Cause somebody got popped, now they knocking on doors trying to find an informant. But I ain't seen Nathan, I'm minding my business. As God is my witness, the weapon gon' prosper that's forming against me. I'm starving immensely. Know when I'm done with these songs, you gon' miss me. John Moran, I'm on my grizzly. Music it's just cuz, but no, not the ones in the big leagues. After the fall off, I promise I'm coming and selling out Wrigley's. I'm just a product of poverty, full of narcotics to profit off quickly. My family tree got a hit.
All right, that was My Life by J. Cole. No Big Deal. Boss. Who y'all going with?
That sample was tough, so I think I'm gonna have to give it to J. Cole.
Cole World.
I got J. Cole on that one.
Ooh, J. Cole.
I feel like y'all should go write something today. Both of y'all.
Why is that?
I've been telling you to write the mics. All right. I probably would say, I don't know. I don't want to use my toss this early. I'll probably give it a Cole by an inch.
Because when you hear your inspiration telling you to do something, you just want to go do it. Like I wanted to go tear up a club when I heard Lil Jon.
Your inspiration? Who's our inspiration?
Yeah, the Lord should be the inspiration.
J. Cole.
J. Cole's not my inspiration.
That's funny.
Inspiring you to write.
All right, man. J. Cole won that round 4-0. All right. So the score is now 1-1 going into round 3. All right. So we're going to start off this time with J. Cole applying pressure. Here we go.
Ain't nothing wrong with living check to check, cause most have to. Instead of capping, why don't you talk about being a broke rapper? That's a perspective I respect because it's real. What it's like to be nice as but gotta stress to pay the bills. That was me in 08, seeing no cake. Not even on dates, I celebrated my birth. Just did the mental math and calculated my worth. Crazy, didn't know I got more M's than a real Slim Shady video. Big boss, let's Rick Ross, smell like a wavy hitty-yo. Coach team, they tote steamers round the way we tippy-toe. Round vibes and
all right, that was J. Cole applying pressure. This is No Big Deal outside. Here we go.
I know that the doctor's good cause isolated surgery. Made a table for me, demons curse you out of courtesy. That's right. They tempt you with the fame and competition. That ain't like. What's the compensation for your soul, man? What's the price? I did it right. I couldn't be a slave to capital. That's not a shot at capital. The party like DiCaprio. I'm nuts like some pistachios. I'm stunning like my daddy. Sometimes I feel like months. I don't hear nothing from my daddy though. So even when you're silent, give me strength to still believe. I only know the.
All right, that was No Big Deal outside versus J. Cole applying pressure. Who you going with?
Man, I'm gonna go Cole on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, secular.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got Cole as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go with outside with No Big Deal.
All right, it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all.
See what we gonna do.
Got a lot of votes coming in too, Liz. What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got?
Shout out to Damo for always keeping the score. Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, yeah.
My wife got No Big Deal.
You sound shocked.
She always votes against me. Always. This one's a close one, guys. Come on. Hey, if you're watching in the future and you're like, how do I vote? Just join us live on YouTube, noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can Facebook everywhere.
That was No Big Deal Online, which means it's a wash.
Wow.
It got washed out. So it's still 1-1 going in this round 4. All right. So we started off. Okay. We'll start off with No Big Deal this time. It's called Sticks. Here we go.
Look, I wear the socks with the chacos. Back cause I dress like apostles, yeah. They probably hated Picasso, yeah. Locks hanging like Samson. I got bobs like Hanson. Middleton and I'm militant. Man, I told my dog this ain't Kansas. I'm not your average little rapper that's capping on tracks. All of your tracks sound like Cat in the Hat. I probably rap about anime, maybe in Hathaway. Your granny say that it's slap. I got the tribe and my boys on my back. I got the cross of the Lord on my back. You steady slacking, I'm foreign to that. Road is at 4 in the morning.
All right. That was I'm sorry. Sticks by No Big Deal. This is the interlude by J. Cole. Here we go.
And in peace, but me, best beware the others is deep, undercovers creep. This southern heat make them bearable. Summer just last week, seen your mama weep, crying cause she don't want to bury your brother. The blood leaks while the EMTs gotta carry her baby like surrogate mothers. Whoa. Thank God we survived around with a terrorist. Suffered though traumatized, wouldn't trade it for nothing through hard times. It was there I discovered a hustle and making the best out of struggle. I kept grinding to the stay up a level, respect mine. Gotta stay out of trouble cause Tech 9's like the air I rebuttals. Cold world, knowing what it is.
All right, that was
Wado in the building. What's up?
OG in the
Hey,
building.
what's up, Wado?
You know what's so funny? I think we always say OG about certain stuff, but honestly, you know what we could say about us, Wado? We're podcast pioneers.
OMG,
Nobody was doing
original man of God.
podcasts in 2000.
That's what you wanted to go with?
I know. I'm just think about that. Like, think about that. We were doing podcasts in the 2000s. Nobody, no. All these people that are killing podcasts right now, like in the urban space, and I'm even talking about like Christian and gospel. I'm talking about in just general. They were like rapping, singing. They were doing movies. They were doing television. They were doing other stuff. You know what I mean? Like you think about Joe Budden. You think about all these other people that's popping right now. They were either doing magazines, print. They weren't doing podcasts.
Now, if you are a podcast that's pre-Serial, you are OG by default. The Serial is what brought everybody into the podcasting game. You know that.
So, right? Explain what Serial is real quick.
Cereal, not you eat.
Not
cereal,
eating cereal,
like
but
cereal shows.
Yeah.
Serial blew up so big, man. The first season of Serial, everybody was listening to that. It was like, I can't remember how many episodes, but it was this story, I think it was Maryland, of this old cold case. I'm forgetting all the names of the people. But it was so intriguing how they put it together, and the lady who was the podcaster that put it together, Sarah Koenig or something like that, her voice was just like, she just sounded like she should be doing radio. Yeah. And it was just intriguing. So the world kind of blew up around podcasts after that. So all.
And what year was that?
Man, somebody would have to help me. I don't know. But that was. So after that, everything just blew up. Everybody wanted a podcast. And Wado and us, I think we're and of course Chris Chicago, we were the ones that we're in a specific lane of turning a radio show into a podcast, which is like a whole different experience. Because podcasts where you just turn on the mic and start talking, that's kind of like Joe Budden and all them. Yeah. But I think, I don't know how the Breakfast Club does it, but we were like having to kind of like do a podcast, but also make it a radio show. It's like dual purpose type podcast. Yeah. It's a whole nother experience. It's a whole nother challenge. So yeah, I mean, we've been doing it since before everybody else jumped on board. But the people who are doing it now are very good. They're very good.
I mean, we're saying they're good, but I think what you're saying, what the Breakfast Club do for their podcast is they just strip the music and just put their content up on and they call it a podcast. Yeah. I think what we were doing podcasts, and like you said, the people, Chris Chicago, Wado, and some other folks too was doing podcasts where it was a radio show, but we still had content on it. So you can still hear our conversations, you still hear interviews, you still hear just those conversations. And we were doing that in like the 2000s. Like, I mean, I came along 06, 07. and we was doing that. So I mean, come on, man. You got to take the flowers, Sean. Take the flowers, man.
Look at
Don't throw them in the
Wado.
trash.
Wado came in and took over the podcast. Look at that.
I know.
Yo, everybody wants to see Wado on the Trackstarz. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, man.
Let's make it happen.
I did tell him that I think I want to see him on Ruslan first, but I mean, hey, whatever's first, don't matter. All right, so
it don't matter to me. We just need to see him again.
Yeah, man, we want to, man. You so missed, man. You have a lane that it's been not taken, and you own that lane, sir. All right, so what's the votes? I think
Go ahead,
I don't know what the votes.
Ryan,
What do you
remember?
vote when you?
Oh yeah, did I was gonna go J. Cole again.
Yeah, I got no big
I'm
deal.
really speaking to you, Ryan. You okay?
You were listening to it at night in the car.
The what?
You were driving around to it.
No, I just heard it one time. That's all I need to do is hear it one time. I never heard it again.
I got No Big Deal Sticks. I like that a lot better.
I am going with Sticks as well. He said, "I'm down. Let me know. Let me get the studio set up. I'm down. Whatever you are."
Awesome.
What's up?
All right.
Well, it's 3-1. No Big Deal took that round. So, yeah, man. So it's 2-1 now, going to round 5. So sorry for the delay, everybody. I'm sorry for that little interjection into what we say. Sometimes I want to give people flowers. I like giving people flowers.
Yo, Wado, we stopping the podcast for Wado. I don't care what y'all.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying. I just had that on my mind. Like I was remember people start talking about people on podcasts. I'm like, we've been doing podcasts. People, our space, honestly, been doing podcasts for years. I remember also. Shout out to Preach That Fire. That's old school for people. People like Preach That Fire was like, yeah. Okay. All right. Round 5. Here we go. We're gonna start off with, No Big Deal. Phil House freestyle. Let's go.
Came in the game, unfortunate and fame, and said I didn't want it. They doubted. I found a team, we made our own lane, and now they all say that we got it. We got more rings than Audis. I'm naughty. My team bring the heat like the Saudis. Live in the South with my family from Cali, and shout out to Bay. We don't live in the Valley. No, my whole crew look like it's Calico, or maybe a panda. You got it, bro. You say I'm prideful and wildin'. No, I just won't bury my talent, bro. Might be conceited. I give it to Jesus. He told me to drink from his chalice. Told him I'll be more mature and won't sin anymore, and he told me I should be more childish. Whoa, yeah.
Woo!
Yo, shout out to all y'all for coming back, man. We had so many technical difficulties today. All y'all came back to watch. I appreciate you guys. You guys.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. All right. That was Phil House freestyle by No Big Deal. This is J. Cole, 100 mil. Here we go.
Never pet a rat, never said a lot. Only what need to be said. Got a little guap when you get a lot. Wanna leave you on red. Don't push me, I'll get my feet on the ledge. This game is like follow the leader. If you looking closely enough, then you'll see that I live. The moves that I made, the people I fed, the evil I ducked. They minds is too feeble, they lean on their crutch. I'm bleeding from fighting my demons head up. When I get defeated, believe I get up. I come from a city, more they ain't heard of until they popped in my first CD. Now look, I'm on a Mount Rushmore, you can't front no more. I'm a rain until.
Cold World, 100 mil. No Big Deal. Phil House freestyle. Who y'all going with?
Dilly.
I told you to bring you back.
Yeah. I got Deal on this. I like the song better. And when I was listening to the Cole album, this one was interesting to me. Because I was like, who gonna relate to this? Like who gonna be in their car 100 mil? I'm like, no, you know, people got 100 mil or what? It just reminded me of when people were complaining about the song I did called Alfie. Like, I can't sing this song. So I don't care if you can sing it. I did it for me. So that was one of that for me songs, but he killed it though. But I got Dill.
Delio. I'm gonna go with Dill too, man. Honestly, that song was hard. No Big Deal online. No Big Deal. He closing the gap. 3-1. All right, man. This is round 6. We'll start off with Cold World. Pride is the devil. Here we go.
Lights pass me in the city, it's emergency. I'm thankful cause I made it past my 30s, knowing me. Still remember vividly the that pulled a gun on me. I'm petrified but moving like I got no sense of urgency. Pride making act way harder than he really be. Pride hide the shame of sin and cut off all utilities. Pride hide the pain of growing up in hailing poverty. Pride making feel a way that you and follow me. Make it flash 1,000 like he hit the lottery. Make a baby mama make shit harder than it gotta be. Make you have to take the to court to see your prodigy. Make it happen.
All right, that was Pride is the Devil by J. Cole. This is Willie, No Big Deal. Here we go.
If my brother need $1, he gon' get a tenner. Yeshua of Nazareth was not a penny pincher. How you got it out the mud and never been muddy? Wise man know he don't really know nothing. Every night I got a demon saying post some. It's an everyday struggle, not a joke. I said peace to the industry. I do it alone. I'm a beast. You a swisher sweet. You don't want the smoke. You a tweet. I'm reality. Paris in the cold. I know arrogance can feel like heroin inside a dome. It's imperative to get embarrassed when you hit a low. And the heritage that I am.
Oh man, I gotta go deal on that. I could feel where he was going.
Pride is the devil.
You can feel
J.
it.
Cole.
I could feel where he was going on that. I had to go deal.
Okay. Oh man, that Pride is the Devil song to me is probably the best song on his project. Because I was when I was listening to his project, I was like, where are the singles on this? None of them stood out to me as singles, except this one. But Dill is I love to say Dill's a professional, man. He's professional. His flow is so clean, and the song sounded more fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna toss it, but I'm gonna go Dill. I think he got that one.
I'm a toss, bro. I like the Willie song because No Big Deal. Of course, Andy Dill, they both did their thing on it. But Pride is the Devil is fire, bro. That is a fire record, and they're playing it on the radio now. Like I said, I heard it on the radio, so I'm using my toss because I can't choose. Online, no biggie, no big deal, which goes to 4-1. No Big Deal is our winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow, he killed a 4-1.
Yeah,
4-1.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah. When you said 3-1, I was like, dang, I hope Cole was catch up.
No,
Cole was killing Deal. I was like, dang.
No, he wasn't like at all. Like, I mean, I think he got the second round, and that was it.
So wait,
he watched the round
questions.
3.
What does this say about off season or whatever it's called? And what does this say about lowercase tape?
We got to get our people some marketing money.
Yeah.
You think that's it? You think it's just marketing? You think if he had the same machine, he'd be right there?
He'd be out the man. There's so many of us that would be out of the water if we had that same machine. Oh my gosh.
Well, I think I can honestly see No Big Deal on Dreamville. I know he probably won't do a deal again, but I can see him on Dreamville. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see No Big Deal. He fit with Jid, the Earth Gang cats. Like he fit in that lane, and I would love to see him on a track with J. Cole because I think it would be shocking to people that this kid from Tennessee just went bar for bar with J. Cole.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely can. He definitely can. I would say, but Dill is a little more fun than J. Cole is. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about his Dreamville as a crew. Like, there's a lot of dudes on there that I feel like,
but they're all very.
Their vibe fits
so
No Big Deal.
Serious though. They're also serious. Even the guy like JID.
Yeah,
he's a little bit of fun, but Dill is like, he's fun. Like I think he on purpose is trying to make his raps fun. I think they're very serious.
They are, I think some of them are, but I think J. Cole would look at him like, yeah, that's the reason why we would want him, because he's fun. He's different than everybody else on my label. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think just the way he carries himself and his look reminds me of Dreamville. You get what I'm saying? So, but you got Indie Tribe. Shout out to Indie Tribe. They killing the game right now. They got the buzz going in CHH right now. So shout out to them.
So, if you're wondering, yes, we are doing round 7 for the official universe. For the people who want to know who won last week, join the official universe.
No spoilers.
This one today is just for fun because we had a clear winner in the main line for line. Yeah. But again, thank you guys for coming with us on the journey today. We had a lot of technical difficulties, but we're still here with you. I went by the studio today. We got some plans for the studio. I'm not saying when we're coming back, but we are thinking about it. We are setting up some, procedures for coming back. So just pray for that. We had a major victory this week. We got our trademark. It's been a 3-year-long battle. I can't tell you why, but just know that David versus Goliath, and David is 2-0. All right, so just so you know, just thank you for everybody who prayed for us, that knows what we're talking about, and even if you didn't, all of that was very, very needed. But yeah, so the last 3 years, if we felt a little bit quiet, it's because we've been dealing with some major stuff way above our head, way above what I thought I would ever have to deal with. But we have finally gotten through that, and we're good. So trademark is live, and we got a lot of stuff working. So keep praying for us. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and for the official universe, you're still with us. You in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Shauntia, and DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Now, I'm in the field with Trackstarz right now. I had a blessed time. Hopefully you guys are listening. If you're not, then you're losing.